Hey, what's up everyone? Like Butter here, and today I wanted to talk about the possibility of the game that we're getting this year, the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, being a Gears of War collection. I'm seeing some things on Twitter and some talk from people where some people are still convinced that we're going to get a Gears of War collection instead of it just being only Gears of War 1 remastered. And I'm here to kind of debunk that theory, at least with my opinion, and let you guys know what I think. So, I don't really think that there's any possibility of us still getting a collection for multiple reasons. One being that Splash Damage, I'm sure, has enough on their plate with the remake of the first Gears of War. And I think information would have leaked already if there were another game being worked on. Because obviously, regardless, if they were just putting Gears of War 2 on the disc in 60 FPS, that would still need to be tested. And these companies that were testing the game were only testing the Gears of War remake. So I'm pretty sure the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, the reason it's called the Ultimate Edition is because it has more game modes and more game types, like TDM in the Gears of War 1 scene. Is just it's never been done before. Obviously, the closest thing to that was Annex or King of the Hill. So we're going to be getting a ton of new game types. Obviously, they're adding a lot of features and the maps from Gears of War PC, and I'm sure there's going to be extra campaigns with redone cutscenes and stuff like that. There's no reason they shouldn't call it an Ultimate Edition. Now, I understand there was something called an Ultimate, I believe it was a Gears of War Ultimate Collection, I think they called it, something like that. Ultimate something. It was like the 3-pack where it had, I believe it was Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, and the Gears of War 2 DLC, something like that. So this has people skeptical about whether there is a Gears collection coming out. So I'm here to just talk about the pros and cons to a Gears of War collection. Now, if originally my statement was that I believe there should be a Gears of War collection because it would be good. However, I can see some disadvantages to having a collection. Now, there are a lot of people in the Gears community who like to play whatever Gears game they like the most, whether it be Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2, or Gears of War 3. I'm not sure about Judgment. I'm sure there is a percentage of people who actually like Judgment over the other Gears games. And I think that kind of splits the community, so that's definitely one negative thing about it. I feel like if they did bring out a collection, a lot of people would just choose the game that they wanted. And something has been in, like, this like dick measuring thing has been in the Gears community for as long as I can remember, like even back in 2006 or 2007, 2008 days where people were comparing montages. Well, these days people don't compare players anymore. It's like people in the community rather compare games. Which game is better, Gears 3 or Gears 1? Obviously, I think Gears of War 1 was my favorite Gears game. Yes, it does have clunky mechanics and a lot of things wrong with it, a lot of glitches and stuff. But Gears of War 1 is the game that got me into the franchise, and I know that was the game a lot of people started on it and remember and know and love. So you're obviously going to have a passion towards a game that you started with in the series. Now, however, I think Gears of War 3 is the most polished game. There's also a lot of things in Gears 3 that I don't necessarily enjoy, like stopping power and how strong the shotgun is with active reloads. Like there's a lot of things in Gears 3 that I don't like too. So there's positive and negatives to every game, but I just feel like with a collection, way too many people would just be comparing games and be instead of just being one big Gears of War community, it seems like the community kind of splits and people just choose sides and stuff, and it's so silly because if you're a Gears fan, you're a Gears fan, no matter which Gears game you play. I play all the Gears games, all 5 to be honest with you. I play Gears PC, I play Gears 1, 2, 3, and Gears Judgment. I play all the games. I don't care. I don't compare about which game is better than this game. Like I like the franchise. I think the franchise is amazing, and I'm very excited. And I know there would be people who wouldn't try the remaster if they threw Gears 2 and Gears 3 on the disc. So I'm pretty happy that they're not doing that. Just because Gears 3, in my opinion, doesn't need a remake or a remaster. It's already on the latest modified version. of Unreal Engine 3, which is what Gears of War Ultimate Edition is going to be on, I believe. And, the game already looks fine. I mean, the only argument you could really make is that the 60 FPS would look a bit nicer, but I just don't feel like Microsoft has the time or the resources to have that be completely remade as well. So I think it's very silly to think that we're getting Gears 2 and Gears 3 remade as well. It's not happening. If it was, something would have leaked already. But, obviously the positive would have been there would be more things to play and stuff like that. But I just honestly think that this was the way to go. Gears of War 1, I can't tell you how many big YouTubers and entertainers and streamers started on Gears 1 that will be giving this game a chance because it's a remake of the original. Of course, you guys are seeing some Gears of War 3 attributes in the game, so I believe we should just be happy that we're getting a game at all. I've been seeing some comments like on the video, on my leaked video, just saying like kind of just destroying it, saying, oh my god, it looks like shit, and it looks like the first Gears game and it was garbage, and Gears 3 is the best game. And it's just, it makes me so sad to see comments like that, because although obviously we want a good game to play, and I don't believe you guys should spend money on a game that you're not going to enjoy, and especially if it's $60, but I think completely bashing it is just insane. Like, some people are complaining because I will be honest, like, if you see the graphics, it doesn't look cell shaded like Crackdown, like that cartoony, but there is a bit of like I don't know, man, like it does kind of look a bit cell shaded, but I like that a lot. Like, I feel like if you want Gears of War 1 graphics to be exactly like Gears of War 1, then you should just play Gears of War 1. It's still there. It's on PC. It's on Xbox 360. Like, play the game. If they made a remake of Gears of War 1 and kept everything exactly the same, no one would buy it, dude. Like, I'm just being honest with you. It's been almost 10 years now. It's time to move on a little bit and kind of keep an open mind and give games a chance, man. Like, you haven't even had your hands on a controller playing the game yet, and people are already just so quick to judge, saying that the game looks terrible and it's going to play terrible just because someone walked in spawn and missed 3 shots with the shotgun. I don't know. I feel very strongly that if this community turns toxic, and even if it's not toxic against each other, just toxic in a way where we're just completely bashing a game and not giving it a chance, I think it's going to be really hard for new players to kind of enter into the community and like feel welcome, and be happy and be a part of something. It's because no one really wants to be a part of that that negativity. Like, you got to remember, guys, the leaked footage was from a February build. Do you understand how much the game could have changed between February and now? Like, they could have like redone textures. I could see on the Locust, if you look, the way his head looks really like smooth and bald. That's just because they haven't added the textures onto the head yet. Like, there's so much that still needs to be done to that game, and there's so much time before it's actually going to get released. I think it's so silly to jump the gun and completely trash the game, and that's why I feel like a collection wouldn't be a good idea, just because, and it's sad. One, I know they don't have the time or the resources to really do that, and it would be hard to follow up with the Halo Master Chief Collection being such a flop. I'm pretty sure they don't want to associate themselves with a collection whatsoever, just to try to keep away from that. Microsoft, like, it was Microsoft who did the Master Chief Collection, so people will jump the gun and say that the collection is going to be broken just solely for the fact of how broken the Master Chief Collection was, even though we know that those were completely different reasons because of the different engines being slammed onto one disc and whatnot. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. I'm like 99% sure we're not getting a collection. If we do, we do. But I just really think the community and everyone in it should just be happy that we're getting a Gears game before you know, before Gears of War 4. A month ago, we thought we were going to have to wait another 1.5 to 2 years for Gears of War 4, just sitting here twiddling our dicks playing Gears of War 3 and Gears of War 1 and 2 that we've been playing the last like 10 years. So anyways, guys, that's my little rant. You know, I'm still away for the weekend, so I'll be back on Monday. Hope to see you guys then. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. When I'm at back home in Massachusetts, I'll be reading through some comments. Might not be able to respond just because I have 2-step verification on my YouTube, but if I come across any comments, I'll be sure to note them, and I'll get back to you guys on that. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody.